everybody. Welcome back to another week of distance learning. Hope you guys had a great weekend. It was a beautiful one to get outside. I hope you took advantage of it. This week I have some awesome news for you guys. I just heard that we are not taking the HSA this year. We are going to instead take our focus from doing pure HSA review towards focusing more so on our blogs and thinking about some topics that we've learned about this year in government that maybe we want to spend some more time on. So, as part of that, I have posted just two assignments for you this week. So, the first one is your reflective blog. Now, reflective blog, remember, as we've done this before, you want to really fully answer this question. So, this week's question is all about which deceased president of the United States would you revive to serve another full term of office? So, when we're thinking about presidents of the United States, we all have a favorite president. You may be like, I don't really have a particular affinity towards one president, but who interests you? Who is a good leader when you think of the President of the United States? So you have this week to research presidents, to come up with who do you think would be the best one? Why are they the best leader? What could they do to help us during these uncertain times? Anything like that to tie into your reflective blog post. So really, truly try to toss that in there, put a good, well thought out, researched answer. Now, guys, if you're utilizing research, just cite the source. That way you can make sure you are really on top of everything that needs to be completed, needs to be part of there. Okay? Because don't forget, the interim ends this week. Our other assignment for the week is we're doing some more vocabulary review. Now, I know that we don't have an HSA, but vocab is the bare bones of anything that we do. Because if you don't understand the vocabulary, how can you use the words, sound intelligent, and be a productive citizen in the modern world? So our vocab that we're looking at this week, we're going to be doing some looking at the judicial branch. Remember, judicial branch, you're filling in the words from this lovely word bank here. You'll either use constitutional or unconstitutional. So when you're thinking about the judicial branch, this will hopefully help you remember some things like due process, the Supreme Court. All those things tie under the judicial branch, which is one of the three cornerstones of our government. So hopefully that will help you feel comfortable with the judicial branch, especially if you are going to mention how a president expanded or restricted the judicial branch in your blog post. Good way to look back at that vocab. Okay, the next one. You're only doing one half of it. But you're thinking about population, census, reapportionment, demographics, region, and redistricting. So, when you are looking at those words, match them up here, and then say, what order do these things happen in? Because when we're thinking about how domestic policy takes place and the president decides, how am I going to make America look beautiful? How can we keep our country looking great? And how does the House of Representatives, because remember, House of Representatives is determined by population and stuff like that in the census. So this year is the census, 2020. Make sure your family fills that out. And complete this vocab. And then we got white vocab. We got our different terms for principles of government. Because if you don't understand principles of government, guys, how can you accurately use those words to discuss what's going on with the coronavirus right now and COVID-19 and the government legislation. Because, like rule of law, everybody's got to follow the same laws, guys. So you have to think about, are the steps being taken by our government under the rule of law? How does federalism tie in with that? How does it separate between national government and state government? So, hopefully, you have some notes from this year. If not, use your educated guess to put this down and give an example of what this could look like, especially in modern day quarantine life. And then our last vocab I want you to focus on is, this talks about the legislative branch. So House of Representatives, the Senate, what's a law, stuff like that. Remember, all this vocab is going to help you when you go to do your classwork. Because that blog post, I want you to utilize that vocab. You guys are smart government students, and pretty soon you're going to be citizens out there in the world. So let's utilize our vocabulary, let's sound intelligent, and let's go from there. So, just 2 assignments this week. I hope that you're doing well, and I look forward to seeing you. Remember, if you ever need any help or anything at all, don't hesitate to call me on Google Voice or get on my office hours. We can talk there. I also work twilight on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 11:45 to 12:45. So let's go from there. Let's be successful and have a great week, guys.